Part of the experience of being a student is sometimes having to deal with serious cash flow problems. According to a new poll from RBC, it's actually an issue most students will struggle with, as 60% of college and university students surveyed found money tight during the school year. As a result, there simply may not be enough money to cover basic expenses, such as rent and food. In fact, the survey found more than half of the students skimped on food when money was tight. Some others say they got by paying their tuition late, while some decided not to buy all the books they needed for class. Kavita Joshi is Director of Student Markets with RBC.
For many students, the money's there until it's not. And that's usually because things end up costing a lot more than they thought it would. Students sometimes plan on help, financial help from their family or other sources, but these things sometimes fall through. And they even have good intentions around planning or budgeting, but they don't always track all the right pieces, and that makes it really hard to get a good handle on your cash flow.
Joshi says it's clear from the poll that students care about their finances and want to make informed decisions around their money, but it's easy to get carried away with spending, especially when you're away from home for the first time and stressed out from schoolwork. But nobody wants to end up in a situation where they're constantly worried about money, especially not with a full course load to manage. So what do you do when you run into financial trouble for reasons that may be out of your control?
The best way to deal with a financial challenge is to face it directly. Understand the options that are available to you, because I can guarantee that there are options that are available to you that will make your situation better. By not facing it, it'll just make the problem worse.
Joshi cautions against racking up credit card debt to cover expenses or looking to cash advances or payday loans to cover debts, because that will only lead to more debt, higher interest payments, and bigger headaches. She also offers these tips. When setting up your budget, try to overestimate your expenses because prices often increase or unexpected expenses may come up during the year. Try to buy used textbooks through your campus bookstore and lower the number of monthly transactions on your bank account by asking for cash back when you make debit purchases, because this counts as one transaction, not two. A recent graduate had this to offer.
As a student, the best advice I would have received would have been to avoid white label ATMs as much as possible. The kind that are conveniently located in bars, restaurants, corner stores, predominantly because they charge service fees in addition to any banking fees that you also have to pay. So that'd be it.
But the best solution, says Joshi, is seeking help from a professional, such as a financial advisor, as soon as you realize there's a problem.
As a student, you've got a lot on your mind. So why not come into the bank and let us do some of the work for you? We've got the expertise around planning, budgeting, and ways to help you reduce your banking fees, because we know every penny counts as a student. So come in and let us go through the process with you. You'll find banks like RBC wanting to help you.
It may very well be that the lessons you learn about money in school will pay off after you graduate. Sherry Demetarco reporting.